I care about my body, so I'm acting on it. Day 62 of walking for an hour around different neighborhoods in the city of Chicago, and today we in Gage Park. And y'all, the spider webs have been crazy. Like, look at this. I'm just taking a walk and I see this long spider web coming from up there on that tree branch down to the ground. So for the rest of my walk, I was walking like this. I don't know what these spiders on in the city, but it's like they trying to audition to be the next Spider-Man or something. Calm down. Clearly, we started out walking the park and we ended up on Western. If you a real Chicagoan, you know, do not buy no car off Western because the motor knocking, because it is a lemon. You're gonna end up with a lemon. But a lot of Chicagoans experienced that firsthand. So you could take your car right to one of these repair shops. I saw a float. This was the day of the Hispanic Heritage Parade, so I'm sure they were getting ready for that. And there were many businesses down Western Avenue. In the 1840s, Germans began settling in this area to work as farmers. In 1865, the area was incorporated as the town of Lake. In 1873, George Gage began working on a planned park at the intersection of Western and Garfield. Gage was a businessman, politician, and baseball executive. He served as the president of the Chicago White Stockings from 1872 to 1875. The team would later be known as the Chicago Cubs. He also was a member of the South Parks Commission, which is why he was working on the park. After he passed in 1875, they decided to name the park in his honor. This area was annexed into Chicago in 1889. At that time, the area had only about 30 wood-framed cottages, no paved streets, and no public transportation. The white picket fence just doesn't quite go here, in my opinion. I would have loved to see the water of this fire hydrant. It used to be so fun playing in them as kids. Between 1900 to 1910, the electric trolley extended its services to Western and to Kedzie. Y'all, I'm not too sure, but I think Gage Park might be the biggest high school that I've seen in the city. Look, it covers several city blocks, and then it also had nerve to have this big field in the back. Like, okay, I see y'all. From 1905 to 1919, Western and Garfield Boulevards were paved. This sparked residential and industrial development. One thing about it, the sparrows gonna be kicking it early in the morning. And I don't know if I'm tweaking or not, but I could have sworn I saw this squirrel giving himself the Heimlich. Like he was choking. I felt so bad, but I couldn't do nothing about it but watch. Many Roman Catholics began settling here, moving from back of the yards and Bridgeport neighborhoods. In 1920, there were a little over 13.5 thousand people in Gage Park. Many of them were Polish and Bohemian and employed at the Union Stockyard. The more that you read, the more things you'll know. The more you learn, the more places you'll go. I totally agree, Dr. Seuss. Watching these birds soar was relaxing, calming, especially against the blue skies. I just enjoy taking it in. In the 1960s, Gage Park, along with Marquette Park, was the center for testing open housing for Black Americans. This was something that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and many local organizations marched and fought for due to the housing discrimination that Black people faced in the city. At their march in Marquette Park, they were met with violent resistance. Even some Ku Klux Klan members were in attendance. In 1972, Gage Park High School was integrated despite strong protests from white parents. In 1980, Chicago public schools were ordered to be desegregated. Whew, I will see y'all another day. Bye.